Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. I finally got these in the mail. These are the new Miniverse Plush. So you get to build them and put them on a keychain. Then you can add them to a bag, book bag, whatever you want to do. There are 8 to collect. You can see them there all on the back. As far as I know, there's only weights out for these. There aren't markings, pinholes, none of that. So I ordered 6 from the website. And I got 4 unique ones, so I have half of the collection. But I like the containers they're in. They're very flat. And as soon as you take off that one layer, you could immediately see which one it is because it tells you right there. So that one's the burger. And I let Raylan pick which one she wanted to do first. And she picked probably the one I was least excited about, the bear ice cream. And it's probably because I had such trauma when we actually had to build the resin version of this popsicle. It was just such a mess, so I think I was not excited when I saw that on there. But I will say my opinion kind of changed about it. It is pretty cool. Now, this doesn't come with resin. I'm pretty sure it's fabric glue that holds everything together. And then some of them have accessories like sprinkles or sesame seeds that just kind of peel and stick to it. So I like how everything was individually wrapped. The Bear Pop comes in its own packaging. They give you tons of sprinkles, so you can use none of them, some of them, all of them. You have extras if they fall off. And that, I think, is my main concern from this series. I kind of feel like the sprinkles and like the sticker stuff is going to come off just because some did in light handling. So I wish they were maybe a little bit bigger or there was a better way to put them on there. Maybe you could super glue them if you took your time and, didn't get it everywhere. It might look nice. But the instructions are very simple. It shows you which order to put everything in. And again, there's the up close version of them. But we're going to start with the bear. I'm going to let her open that. And then the chocolate little hood thing you put on it is inside that container. And then, like I said, lots of sprinkles. And they just come out in strips, which I also like. They're all the same. So if you wanted to do only blue sprinkles, you have enough to probably only do blue and kind of color coordinate it if you wanted to. And then this is what I think is fabric glue. I also really liked this substance too. Dried within the 20 minutes, it said. And it's nice and firm, so it's easy to make drizzles. But here's the bear. Very plush. And then this is a part that goes over its head. It was inside that can. Now, at first, because I wasn't reading instructions, I wasn't quite sure how to get the little hood thing on there. It tells you to put the bear inside the can. I guess you don't have to. You could remove that. And then that part does slide over very easily. But you can see it came with this plastic piece. You loop that through the loop on top of it. And then you use that to kind of prod around to fish it through the black felt piece. At first, I'm like, I don't even see a hole, but it is off to the left side. And if you push and feel around in that area, you will find it. But just visually inspecting it, I couldn't find it, didn't see it. And I thought for sure I got a defected one and it was sewn shut, but that was not the case. Just push up in that left corner and you should be able to find it pretty easily. It does fit and situate on there nicely. I appreciate that. And then later on, you can remove that plastic piece and then put the chain that is on the container on there. So now it tells you to make a little squiggle. So it looks like icing or whatever it's supposed to be frosting on top. So I try to kind of mirror what they did. And then there was a decent amount of the fabric glue left. So I went ahead and turned it over and did some on the back side as well. But they do give you extra. So I also feel like if you didn't like how it looked, I'm fairly confident it would lift off easily. I did not try that. but that is just my assumption. But it's pretty dry to the touch, and then you could go back on and add the sprinkles. I tried to do 1 or 2. They're just so tiny. It kept sticking to my fingers, sticking to my nails. So I was like, okay, I'll use tweezers because that would be better. And then you don't have to touch the back and get the stickiness on you. And then that didn't really work, and it was sticking to the tweezer, and I kept dropping them, and it was rather not fun in my opinion. I let Raylan put some of them on, and then I did find like 1 or 2 came off. I just tried to like really press them on, thinking that that would work. And I think for the most part, it will stay on. But if this is something you were putting on a book bag or a purse, I'm sure with wear, they probably will come off. But you could also completely leave them off if you wanted to. So when I put the chain on there, this is what it looked like. So this is one of the bigger ones in the set because of that can. But again, you could take that can off if you want to. Just pulls right out. And then I had this brilliant idea, what I thought was brilliant. These would almost be like display cases, but this one in particular is too tall. But if the chain is on top of the item, like in the center, you could put it back in there and have it like hanging, and then you put the lid on so like no dust or anything gets on it. If you truly didn't want to use it as a bag charm or didn't want it to get dirty, you could do that. So there's one of those sprinkles that fell off that I was talking about. And next we did the cheeseburger. I think this is one of my favorites. Very easy again to do. It is a little bit taller, and I think Raylan wasn't a fan of how tall it was. But again, it's plushy, so it's supposed to have some stuffing to it, some oomph. But I was very impressed with how they did the lettuce and the tomatoes. You can see the stitching. It's very detailed, high quality, in my opinion. Everything was insanely soft. Very, very good. Much better than what I had anticipated. Again, everything comes packaged like it's from a grocery store. You got your buns in the bag. You got a container with the meat and the cheese, and then a separate container with the lettuce and the tomato. So that one was one of the more impressive ones that I received, I believe. And you can see in the background, if you look at the instructions, tells you the exact order. Of course, you can go rogue or leave something off if you want because it's your burger, but I always try to build mine exactly how they have it because I'm not very creative and I want to show you what it's supposed to look like or their idea of what it's supposed to look like. And then we have sesame seeds for the top. Raylan is very much a cheeseburger girl, obsessed with cheeseburgers. She always wants cheeseburgers anytime we go to a restaurant, and she doesn't like sesame seeds. So she said, do I have to put those on there? I said, yeah, just put 1 strip on there so we can show our subscribers what it looks like. But again, kind of have high hopes that they're going to fall off eventually, or you can probably easily pick them off if you decided you don't like that look. I did notice the lids that screw on the nozzle, they didn't seem to be going on all the way or would go on kind of crooked, but it didn't seem to affect squeezing it out or anything like that. It was just something to note. It almost looked like they didn't fit or weren't the right size, but they did go on a little bit. So I just went through, made a zigzag design, kind of how it shows on there, and then it wasn't until I got done that I was like, oh, I kind of don't like how it looks from the side. You could see a little bit of gaps or see a little bit of the ketchup. So then I went back and filled it in from the side, which I'll show you here in a minute. But look how nice that lettuce looks. I almost hate gluing it all together. What would have been a cool idea, this reminds me of the felt food my kids had when they were little. They had Velcro in the middle, and so you can make like fake hamburgers and then mix and match and switch things on and off. So that would have been cool. You could have like had a play food version of this. That would be fun. So that's what it looks like from the side, and that's after I filled it in some spots. It could probably use a lot more work, honestly, but that's just how I did it. And that was me testing that theory of hanging it in there And again, that's on its side, so it wouldn't be that good to use as a display box, but I guess you can make it work if you needed or wanted to. But I put one of the little seeds on, and then I let her decorate the rest. And this is how she put them on there. Made me laugh. So cute. But again, that's one strip of seeds, and it probably came with at least 6 strips of sesame seed, sprinkles, all that stuff. So you definitely have enough to add more if you want more. Now, this is the one I kept seeing all over the internet, the chicken. I was slightly confused about this because, yes, pickles come on chicken sandwiches, but this is supposed to be like a chicken wing with a hot honey on it. So sticking pickles to it, I feel like that didn't really add much to it, but I don't know. But the pickles were absolutely adorable. They're super tiny, and I think it came with about 6 of them. And again, very detailed. You could see the stitching in it. That was probably my favorite part. And then it came with what's supposed to be like a basket. I'll show you at the end. It's kind of hilarious. It almost looks like a shower cap on top of the chicken wing, if I have to be honest. But yeah, again, everything's packaged inside there, and everything's soft and fluffy. The bone on the chicken piece was rather firm. Wasn't quite solid, but it was mainly solid. There was maybe like a slight squish to it. But I think it had to be like that so it didn't like bend or look wonky. So it also comes with this breaded little face to put over it. Oh my gosh, I love the expression on this one. So cute. And I was confused about this one. There's 2 holes in it, and I feel like the instructions were a little confusing, but the instructions are telling you to put the chain on that white loop and then put both of it through there, which I'll show you at the end. But again, you can use that tool to guide it, kind of poke around to feed that through there so that the loop's hanging out and you could put a chain on it. Very easy to fit that over. And it looks absolutely adorable. This was another quick build because there wasn't stickers that went with this one. It didn't have seeds or sprinkles or anything, any of those components. It just had the glue and the pickles. And then once you get the lid off, again, maybe you could kind of see what I was talking about, how these nozzles don't really fit nicely and they don't screw on all the way. Maybe not an important part because it didn't affect me making it, but just thought I would note that. Here's some of the pickles and their stitching. I ended up only using 2 just so I could kind of imitate what they had. But otherwise, I think it looks cool just as is, even without the glue. But if you put the fabric glue on it, that's cute too. I just don't think the pickles are necessary. I did stick one at the end. And then I ended up dripping some more of the fabric glue on the other side and then adding a pickle on the other side, but a little bit lower. That way it looked more balanced and not so one-sided. And then I set that aside for 20 minutes to dry. Adorable. So finally, we have the Barnaby scoops. That's the ice cream. And initially when I saw this as an option, wasn't too excited about it, but building it was a lot of fun, and I think the cherries they included were amazing. I also love that they gave you a plastic stand so it can sit upright and dry. So we have the cone in the box, and then the giant ice cream container. So it has a pink scoop in it, and then the white scoop that has the face on it. And then 3 cherries. So you did have some leftover ingredients in some of these sets. I can't wait to start seeing what people do with them and how they remake them. because that's fun, especially when you have extra ingredients that you can remix stuff. But this one, when I was building it, I wasn't quite paying attention. And they did have ice cream or the sauce dripping down the side. Initially, I just glued everything together and then went back and added some drip marks. It's probably easier to do it one at a time, but I will say in handling it, even though it wasn't dry, it didn't really slide around much. So that was awesome. And it was easy to like readjust things. So it was a lot more easy to work with than I thought. Kind of always assumed the worst, so I was pleasantly surprised with that. But I started with the cone in the base and wasn't quite sure how much to add. So I added kind of a lot just so it could have more to stick to. And I added the pink scoop. And then I probably added too much because there wasn't much surface area. And then when I lifted it up, I could see it from the side. And that's when I decided to do the drips and noticed that they had dripped on theirs. So that's what I did. You could see it there. I was like trying to squish it down, trying to hide that a little bit. I don't know why. I was in my brain thinking it shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be able to be seen, but it's supposed to be. And then for the top, I did add a dollop to put the cherry on, and then I did make drips going down. But you can see it comes out really nicely, really thick. It doesn't run. It pretty much holds shape where you put it, so that's always awesome. Added the cherry. And you probably could at this point let it dry before picking it up and making it drip on the other side, but it was not dry. And as you can see, it's not like falling off or really even moving. So you do have time to work with it a little bit before it starts setting up. And then my favorite parts, the sprinkles. I really like the sprinkles on this one, and they are slightly bigger than the sesame seeds and the other sprinkles they gave us. So it was a little bit easier to handle. But like I said, I don't have too much faith that they're going to stay on there very well. But maybe I will be pleasantly surprised. You never know. But they did give you a variety. And if you just want to do like a certain color theme, you should have enough to do that. So I set that aside to set up, and then I went back to do the pickle because he was dry at this point. So I put the chain through the loop and then put the chain through the 2 holes in what's supposed to be the basket. And that took a hot minute to do. And then I clipped that back together. And the basket is a little bit too small in my opinion. Like the chicken part fits in it, but the bone hangs out. And then it kind of dangles a little oddly. Almost looks like a shower cap on his head. And that kind of made me laugh. But again, don't have to use that piece. If you don't like it, don't put it on there. So this is how they all turned out. I think the hamburger and the chicken is my favorite. Then maybe the ice cream and then the chocolate bear thing. But let me know your order and which you think are the best. I probably will collect the other 4 just because I haven't seen them yet and they look really cool. I'm a coffee lover, and that one looks kind of plain, but you never know. Maybe it's not. I like the little, I guess it's supposed to be a sugar packet that comes with it. And the cereal looks cool. There's also waffles and taco. So subscribe and stay tuned if you want to see me do those. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.